In today's video, I'm going for the Platinum Trophy and 100% completion in The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion has 61 total trophies between the base game and the Shivering Isles DLC, and in order to get all of them, I'll need to become a man of many names. Names such as the hero of Kvatch, the Mad God himself, and of course, the champion of Cyrodiil. But even more important than that, I get to go back in time and become 10-year-old Trav once again. The kid who fell in love with Oblivion after hundreds of hours spent exploring caves, killing Daedra, and completing every single thing this masterpiece of a game had to offer alongside my siblings. The original release of Oblivion was truly the game that made me fall in love with video games, and it's probably a big part of the reason that I make video game content nowadays. So, as I'm sure you guys can assume, this was a pretty emotional ride for me, so buckle in, and without further ado, let's complete the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered. Start a new game and re-experience my childhood.
I was born
87 years ago. Oh my god, man.
65 years I've ruled as Tamriel's emperor. But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams. I have seen the gates of Oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see. Behold, in
Darkness a doom sweeps the land. Oh my god, dude! Oh my god!
This is the 27th of last seed, the year
of Akatosh 433.
These are the closing days
of the third era, and the final hours of my life. Oh my god! There are 10 different races to choose from at the start of the game, all with different boosts and skill sets, so you can get an early kickstart to experience Tamriel however you want to play. My personal favorite to pick, whether it's in Skyrim or Oblivion, has always been Argonians, aka lizard people. Argonians have the unique ability to swim forever, whereas other races would need special items or potions in order to survive underwater for long periods of time, and since I like to explore sunken caves or swim to get away from enemies, becoming a scaly boy is always the easiest choice for me. With Lucian Dragonborn now created, it was officially time to kick off the story and instantly make a foe for life.
Hey, lizard, it must break your heart, huh? Being so close to the water, knowing you'll never get to swim.
Oh, I'm gonna murk this guy. Oh, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you as soon as the opportunity presents itself. I'm gonna revisit this dungeon, this prison, this cell, just to pick that lock and shove a sword so far up your ass that you go back to where you came from, you shit-eating elf. I hate that guy. The Emperor of Tamriel, Uriel Septim, entered my cell and upon seeing me, knew that he was in the final hours of his life. There was a war coming that very few have the power to stop, with this lowly Argonian prisoner somehow being one of them. I followed the Emperor and his servants called the Blades through the secret tunnel out of the city and at least tried to help protect him while having nothing but my scaly ass hands at my disposal. We pretty quickly parted ways and I immediately turned into the nerdiest version of myself possible. Hello, rat. Oh my god, that feels amazing. Let's pick this lock. I love that they didn't change the lock picking system. I am so damn happy they left this alone. Oh my god. There was talk, people were like, oh, they should update it to Skyrim. I was like, you should die. Eventually, I made my way back out to the main hall and got the chance to pick my birth sign, which basically is another buff to your desired stats before leaving, and then aided the Blades in protecting the Emperor for a bit until shit hit the fan. The Amulet of Kings.
The Prince of Destruction and his mortal servants.
Okay.
He must not have the Amulet of Kings.
I will not let him get it.
The amulet. Give it to Joffrey. He alone knows where to find my last son.
Oh my god.
Find him and close shut the jaws of Oblivion.
I will, Emperor, I will. Oh my god, that was so cool. As we heard, the Emperor wants me to deliver the Amulet of Kings to Joffrey in Weynon Priory, as he's the only person who knows where Uriel's lone remaining heir to the throne resides, so I finalized my character and made my way through the sewers before seeing Tamriel remastered for the first time. Finished, exit sewers. I'm so happy with who I am. I've escaped the Imperial sewers, and the journey to the Platinum Trophy is officially underway. Oh man, I am... Oh my god, dude. Wow. Look at this world, bro. After a long trek across the lands, I made my way to Weynon Priory, where I met Joffrey and delivered the amulet despite his skepticism. I brought you the Amulet of Kings, or the Emperor sent me to find you. I'll go, the Emperor sent me to find you.
Emperor Uriel? Do you know something about his death?
I was there.
You'd better explain yourself now.
He gave me the Amulet of Kings.
You brought me the Amulet of Kings? This cannot be. Let me see it.
Yep, here we go.
By the Nine. This is the
Look at his... By the Nine! He informs us that the dragon fires being lit were the only things protecting Tamriel from an all-out onslaught from the Daedra of Oblivion, and without them, we are all in grave danger. We headed off to Kvatch to find Martin, the unknowing son of the Emperor, but when we arrived, we found out that Kvatch was the first city to fall to the Daedra. The inside of an Oblivion gate is a hellscape that you really don't understand until you've experienced it yourself. There are 16 different planes of Oblivion, and in the game, we really only get to experience 2 of them, being the Deadlands plane belonging to Mehrunes Dagon and the Realm of Madness, aka the Shivering Isles, that belongs to the one and only Sheogorath. Each gate entering to Oblivion can be closed by removing the sigil stone located at the top of the keep in the main tower of the gate. Unfortunately, that's a lot easier said than done for now, but we'll come back to that later. Oh, buddy. It's so beautiful. Let's enter the plane of Oblivion. Oh, brother. I'll take that Iron Claymore. We're good. Oh, yeah. Set each other on fire, you dumb little shits. Hello.
I never thought I'd see another.
You're beautiful.
The others.
He's beautiful. Bro, it's so crazy how good this looks, man. Like, I can't, dude. Look at this shit. If you guys have watched my videos in the past, you know I typically try to complete these platinums on the game's hardest difficulty, but Oblivion is a different story, and here's why. Let me jump up one. I don't want to go, like, to the max difficulty unless, like... Unless I'm playing on expert and I'm still kind of feeling like it's not difficult enough, but I've been breezing through this. Oh, look at the steps to get up to this, man. How fucking cool this shit is. Here we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I'm dead. Oh yeah, expert was a choice. Holy shit. Wow, maybe maybe that was a bad idea. That is kind of insane, the jump from... I didn't expect it to be that vast of a difference. That is huge. It is time to activate the sigil stone and close the first Oblivion gate. Oh, look at it, dude. Look at that, bro. That's so sick. Closed an Oblivion gate. Trophy earned. I've closed the gate by taking the sigil stone that anchors it within Oblivion. I should tell Savli and Mattias that the way to Kvatch is now open. With the gate now closed, I finished off the remaining Daedra in the city and entered the chapel to meet Martin Septim and drop the craziest truth bomb on his luscious little noggin. You are Uriel Septim's son.
Emperor Uriel Septim? You think the Emperor is my father?
With Martin now in the fold, we return to Weynon Priory, where things have somehow gotten worse as the Mythic Dawn were attacking the chapel, managing to steal the Amulet of Kings, potentially dooming all of Cyrodiil. To this point, I'd really been enjoying just about everything about this remaster, but riding on a horse was not a good time. I'm not sure if this was just a me experience, but the frames while riding on horseback literally gave me a headache. I basically avoided riding on them for the rest of this playthrough, except for a brief spell with Shadowmere, simply because that horse is so damn majestic. Anyways, I made it to Cloud Ruler Temple where the Blades welcomed Martin as their emperor, and I was initiated into the Sacred Order. The first order of business was to find a way to get the Amulet of Kings back in our possession, so I needed to gather the 4 books written by Mankar Camoran to find a way to infiltrate the Mythic Dawn. Mankar Camoran is the founder of the Mythic Dawn and someone that is wholly dedicated to the destruction that would be caused by the Daedric Prince Mehrunes Dagon. We were able to get the first books simply by defeating a cult member who tried to attack one of our fellow Blades and quickly revealed a hidden secret within. The big letters spell out a message, so it's GRENEMPEROR. So it's Green Emperor. Varus sent me to the Arcane University to see if Tarmina might have a way of deciphering the book and find out if she may know where copies of books 2, 3, and 4 are so we can finish the entire riddle. Luckily for me, she had a copy of book 2 already, so she passed it off to me before telling me to check out first edition in the Imperial Market District to see if the owner might have a copy of books 3 or 4. He did have a copy of book 3, but getting him to part with it was a real pain in my ass.
I happen to have a copy of Volume 3 on hand, but I'm afraid it is a special order. Gwyneth would be terribly disappointed if it was gone when he came to pick it up. So sorry, I can't tell.
Oh my god, I want to punch you in the mouth. So sorry. Fuck you. WAYWHERE. Green Emperor Way. Where. TOWER. Where Tower. TOUCH. Where Tower Touch. ES. Where Tower Touches. Green Emperor Way, where Tower Touches. After essentially stealing his copy of the book, it seemed only fair to explain to Gwyneth why I needed his copy, and after scaring the living shit out of him by telling him the Mythic Dawn killed the Emperor, he happily told me the whereabouts of the meeting place with the Mythic Dawn. I chose to let Boris handle the meeting, but came to regret that decision very, very quickly.
I have the book you seek.
I'm ready.
With it and the Master's 3 other books, you will possess the key to enlightenment. But do you have the wit and strength to use the key?
Not good. Not good. Not good. Damn it. No. You do not kill my friend. Bang. Bang. You do not kill my friend. Base Ring of Fire Shield. Thank you. Mythic Dawn Commentaries Volume 4. And I got a key for the sewers. MIDDAY. SUN. Green Emperor Way, where the tower touches the midday sun. Now, although I had discovered the hint for the location needed to find Mankar Camoran, I wasn't sure exactly where to go until Tarmina deciphered it for me. With the answer in hand, all that was left to do was make my way over there and put a stop to the Mythic Dawn. There it is. Activate. Located the Shrine of Dagon. Dagon Shrine. I have followed the clues hidden in the 4 volumes written by Mankar Camoran to a gravestone in Green Emperor Way. At noon, a map of Cyrodiil appeared on the gravestone with the location of the Mythic Dawn Shrine marked on it. I need to find my way into the shrine and locate the Amulet of Kings. Arriving at the caverns, I was supposed to take a stealthy approach and try to gain favor with the group so I could end up being closer to Mankar Camoran, but because I'm a dumbass, I forgot that part and went in arrows ablazing, and this ultimately didn't make a difference in the quest, but it did make me feel like the not-so-gray fox for a little bit. I listened to these guys waffle for a bit before Camoran opened a portal, escaping with the Amulet of Kings to his paradise before deciding that I should probably try to weaken their forces. Oh my god. Here they come. Turn and burn, fella, turn and burn. Skirt! Run! 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 Holy shit, there's so many. Ah! Oh my god. It's beautiful. It really is. Bang. Is that everybody? We did it! Alright, we're gonna take the Mysterium Xarxes, aka the Book of Oblivion. Returning to Martin without the Amulet of Kings was a complete letdown, but at least giving him the Mysterium Xarxes meant it was out of the hands of the Daedra and we could use it to our advantage. Martin said the first item he needed to open a portal into Cameron's Paradise was a Daedric artifact, so I hightailed it over to the Shrine of Azora, looking to bring her star back to Cloud Ruler Temple. As fate would have it, all Azora needed for me to get her artifact was to take out a few of her former followers. This sounded like an easy enough task until I remembered two things. Number one, her followers had been turned into vampires, and I could potentially contract vampirism from them if I get hit. And number two, enemies level scale alongside you in Oblivion, so although I was at a decent level, since I'd made the mistake of trying to create a really well-balanced character, my weapons did shit for damage against anything at this point, so I had to get really creative to take these guys out. Bang. 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 It's just... bang. Increase my marksman level. Thank you for the freebies. Rest in piss. Hell yeah, yeah, you help me out. You help me out, little guy. You help me out, little guy. No, 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 right here, right here, right here. Right there, bangarang. What a little fucking helper you are. Look at this, this little stunted scamp that they just refused to take a swing at. Just saved me. Strong as hell. Where's the shrine? Okay, I'm gonna go to the shrine. I'm gonna have the followers of Azura kill this thing. Or at least help me out anyways. There's no reason I should be able to do this. Hey, we did it! I have killed all the vampires in the gutted mine. I should return to the shrine. Yeah, I totally did it all by myself. And I'm definitely not back at the shrine already because I did it. Azora thanked me for allowing her followers the peace of death. She rewarded me with Azora's star. I have a Daedric artifact, so let's take it to Martin at Cloud Ruler Temple. As beautiful as all the tell's tale. Delivered Daedric artifact. I can't believe I almost kept that for whatever reason. What else can I do to help you, Mr. Septum, Mr. Emperor? With Martin not needing anything from me at the moment, I took my talents to Bruma to help them clear out the Oblivion gate that spawned in front of it. With that proving to be a relatively simple ordeal, I returned to Joffrey, who said that we should get Bruma some serious help so they don't end up like Kvatch, so it was my job to go around to every city and convince them to aid Bruma in their fight with the Daedra. This quest is entirely optional, but not doing it would make for a huge pain in the ass later, but we'll talk about that when we get there. For now, I decided to use my travels to join up with the local guilds, seeing as 44 out of the 61 trophies in this hunt were directly tied to ranking up within each of them. I joined the ranks of the Mages Guild first, but didn't go too far into their quest line since I had to go around to every chapter of the guild for recommendation letters to even be accepted into the Arcane University. Running around to do these jobs actually ended up being pretty fun, some more than others, and some even showed off cracks within the guild because there were some bad eggs poisoning it from the inside. For example, in Shadenhall, Falcar's job was basically a suicide mission, but since I chose to be an Argonian at the start, I had no issues handling it. Take the Ring of Burden. It's 150. You can't kill me, Falcar. I can sit down here literally forever, be able to reach the ladder, and we can just walk it right back and tell that guy he's a jackass and he failed. There was also this one in Leyawen where this lady couldn't form a coherent sentence without a special amulet that a different guild member stole because he felt she wasn't good enough to be their leader. Let's get out of here.
Look, just stop right there, all right?
Oh, great.
I can't let you leave with that amulet. I need it right now.
Why? The hell do you want the amulet for?
I took the other one, and that should have been enough. I shouldn't have to go through all this just to get rid of her.
Damn, you're a piece of shit for that.
It's not even as if I was going to keep it forever. I was going to give it back to her once I'd gotten what I wanted. That's not so wrong, is it?
Yeah, it's still wrong. Oh, and then there was this one where I had to catch a murderer who kept whacking merchants along the Gold Road for some reason, and it backfired spectacularly when I tried to take some initiative.
Hey, come on now. There's no need to get violent.
Bullshit, there's not. Whoa!
Stop right there, criminal scum.
What?
Nobody breaks the law on my watch.
F you. She's trying to murder me. Do you not see the damn the Daedra in front of you? The Mages Guild is just fighting alongside me to murk the guard, dude. This is hilarious.
Someone's been murdered.
What?
could you do such a thing?
I was fighting with you, motherfucker! When I made it to Coral's chapter of the guild, I finished it up quickly before walking to the next building over so I could officially join the Fighters Guild, but then I remembered how ass their quests are, so I figured I'd come back to them later. After making my way to the Arcane University and dropping off all of my letters of recommendation, I achieved the rank of Apprentice. Since I was already in the Imperial City, I figured I might as well head over to the arena because I was still early enough that the fights wouldn't feel impossible and I could use some extra upgrades for my blocking, armor, and blade skills. I met the Grand Champion, a half-orc son of a noble known as the Grey Prince, who wants to prove his birthright because people really don't look at orcs as people with nobility. I offered to help him by exploring the home of his father, Lord Leviticus, to see if there were any pieces of evidence linking the two together. Unfortunately, when I got there, the only truth I uncovered was that Leviticus was actually a vampire, and sadly, this ruined Agronach's self-image.
Now, let's see what this
You
journal
might not want to
says.
read that.
Interesting. But I... Wait, can this be?
Yeah.
But by Shinji, I'm the son of a vampire.
Yeah.
I'm no Grey Prince. I'm the spawn of evil. I thought my father was a nobleman, not some blood-sucking monster. I can't... all a lie. A lie.
It was now time to enter the arena and make my way up the ranks until I could eventually challenge the Grey Prince for his title as Grand Champion, and this ended up being more difficult than I remembered, but that could have also easily been because of my level, like when I ran into those vampires a little bit ago. Damn, I actually lost. Oh, that's what happens when you don't have any heals. Let's try that again. I'm surprised the archer is not using an actual weapon, because, like, this is making it easy for me. Hey, I won again. Let's advance my rank, big dog. I am now an arena brawler. The arena matches, for the most part, are pretty straight up 1v1s, but they do like to sprinkle in some multi-opponent fights that can be pretty tough. Well, neither of them have a shield either, so that's nice. What do you mean, blue team coward? You're fighting 2-on-1. How am I a coward? Come on. Every time I go for a heavy, it misses. Like, there we go. We're almost there. Come on, just swipe. Just swipe. He's done. Another victory. I went into it like a moron. But now we're going to advance rank once again. We are now a bloodletter in the arena. To this point, I was having a pretty good time in the arena with few mistakes. Yeah, I lost that one fight, but I turned it around pretty well, and things were going great until I did the dumbest thing imaginable during a fight at the bloodletter rank.
Can this be? The blue team combatant is not wearing an arena battle.
What?
The blue team is hereby disqualified.
Oh, son of a bitch. I didn't mean to do that. I don't even know what to say about that. That didn't even, like, cross my mind. That straight up did not cross my mind in the slightest that would happen. Some of these matches are weird. I shouldn't have lost any of them.
Good work, Bloodletter.
Oh!
Myrmidon
Myrmidon of the arena. Another trophy has been earned. These two brave Myrmidons. I've not ever noticed that was a word. I did not realize that I was on the brink of death. Damn it. I hit him. What do you mean? Come on. One more. Yeah, there we go. Bangarang. Warrior of the arena. I didn't flinch a singular second, especially those 2 times I died. I didn't flinch at all. Come on. No. Shit. No. Damn it. I had it. No. Back up, back up, back up. Whoo. We did it.
You hit that orc so hard, her mother in Orsinium started bleeding.
After that blunder, I was pretty much back to smooth sailing until I essentially was thrown into a 3-on-1 handicap match like this was an early 2000s WWE match. Oh, 2 of them are unarmed. Okay, hold on. Hold on a sec here. Hold on a sec. Alright, I'm happy they didn't give them, like, actual weapons except the one dude that has a sword. Because, I mean, not that it's any less bullshit, but, like, only one of them actually having a weapon is nice. This one I can actually kind of walk around and heal because they don't have anything that can reach me. Like, you're talking shit like you're some kind of warrior. There are 3 of you, and you suck. Wait, the hell's my weapon? I dropped my sword? Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick up my shit. The hell did that happen? Come on, I have one of them almost dead. Yeah, of course you healed. Of course you healed. I went back in to try to get the kill instead of doing what was working. And of course they healed. Why? Kill it. Okay, that's one dead. That's a start. Oh, my killing has been observed. Uh-oh. Alright. And then there was one. One with just a dagger. Kill his ass. Okay. After achieving the hero rank, I only had a few fights left to go before becoming the champion of the arena, but I had some business to attend to after that message popped up during my 3-on-1 match, so I took a brief nap before taking on more fights. I was woken up by a mysterious man called Lucien Lachance, great name by the way, offering me a chance to join the Dark Brotherhood, a guild of professional assassins, and one of my personal favorites in both Oblivion and Skyrim. I made short work of the first two heroes, but the final match before becoming champion was a bit of a doozy. I was once again stuck against 3 enemies, but this time I had a big-time helper in the form of Porkchop, the arena mascot. Alright, Porky. You take one, I get the others. Aha, you're the champion, huh? Alright, I thought Porkchop was supposed to distract one. Holy shit. Okay, that's one. Do what you gotta do, Porkchop. Help me kill this one. Attaboy. Oh, come on, dude. Porkchop, help me out, buddy. You're doing good, Porky. You're doing good. Keep after it, pal. Come on, take her out, take her out. Porkchop, what a lad. All hail the champion. Woohoo! I accidentally hit Porkchop and now he wants to kill me.
You did it. You
Ah! And it's time to become the grand champion.
team to recover from this.
They will never recover. We will not let them. We will slit their throats. The unbeatable arena grand champion. Who, you might ask, could possibly be brave enough to face such a fearless foe? Who could wrest the title from our famed Grey Prince? I give you the blue team's latest champion, a warrior of skill, strength, and determination, the messenger of death. That's such a hard-ass nickname. I'm glad I picked that one. Lower the gates. What are you doing?
What are you waiting for? Kill me.
Come on, man.
Please, just kill me. Can't you see? It's what I want.
I know.
Live like this, knowing I'm something filthy, something evil. Kill me.
All right, man. I'll do it.
Yes, strike me down.
Ah. Ah, strike me down.
My misery.
I wish I could see his health bar right now, because I feel like it's just going at the slowest possible pace, because I'm using a 5 damage weapon. Unfortunately, I had to kill our friend. He did not deserve it, but he wanted it. I told you. Yeah, and you've been nothing but an asshole to me the whole time I've been here. I'm gonna kill you next. Okay. I am now the grand champion of the arena, and that is the entire arena quest line. The best part about becoming the grand champion wasn't the gold, the fame, or the copious amounts of hole my character was no doubt getting now. No, the best part was now I had an adoring fan. It's about time somebody does that. I've only been waiting for one of those to pop up forever now. If you'd like to be my real-life adoring fan, like the video, and you can follow me around forever too. With the arena out of the way, my full attention was now back on the Mages Guild. I went out and got my new Staff of Shock, which was potentially the best decision I'd make in this entire playthrough, and upon returning to the university was moved up to the Journeyman rank. Quests for the guild started out seemingly pretty simple. I had to get a book back from the Count in Skingrad. That sounds easy, right? I thought so too until a group of necromancers masquerading as his servants decided to attack me in the middle of the night. Luckily, I survived and did end up meeting with the Count, who, surprise surprise, was also a vampire if you can't tell by everything about him. It also turned out that the guild lied about my reason for going to Skingrad. The real reason was that there was a group of necromancers trying to overthrow the guild and they believed the Count had something to do with it, but they told me I was just going to get a book. Turns out he's not involved, so that crosses his name off the list. I got moved up to the rank of Evoker and immediately was sent to the alien ruins of Vatican, where I used my magical abilities to unlock a secret entrance deeper into the ruins. It was also where I was reminded that in order to kill ghostly enemies, you need some powerful magic or things would go horribly wrong every time. Also, use me as a reminder, look out for traps. Oh, it's a ghosty. A faded wraith. Oh my god, this thing is blasting me. It's draining my strength. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. I can't use my magic. I'm currently silenced. Get out. Go back out. Go back out. Oh my god, I just got murked by a ghost. Oh my god, hold on. My staff just murked this thing? Oh, well that's huge. I didn't realize that would happen. Okay, good. Good to know. Oh, shit dicks. Well, that was lucky. I walked right onto that trap floor. And I went to the side, so I didn't get hit by the spikes. Gonna be another trap. Question is, where is it? Oh my god, it almost happened again. I might be the luckiest man on earth right now. My next job was to discover all information possible about black soul gems. Soul gems are commonly used in the world to recharge magical items, and if you couldn't guess by the name, they work by capturing souls inside of them, which is mainly achieved by using a weapon with the soul trap ability. I got new robes and another trophy, thank you, sir. One robe of the Conjurer has been added. I'm gonna go talk to Tarmina, and we're gonna get shit cracking. With the info from the book, I was sent to find the Dark Fissure, where we found out exactly who was plotting the attack against the Mages Guild. A group called the Order of the Black Worm has been performing an extremely dark ritual to create the gems, and you could actually watch the ritual depending on how you went about doing this quest, but I got the info I needed and bolted back to the university, where I not only ranked up again, but got pushed to a higher position as all of my jobs came directly from the Archmage. It turns out the guild had an informant on the inside of this cult, but hadn't heard back from him in quite some time, so naturally I was sent to go see if he was alive, and he was, kinda. Oh my god. That was the guy. They transformed him into a zombie. I returned to Skingrad to talk with Count Vampy Boy because he had information for the guild, but of course he wasn't going to give it easy. He told me of a group of vampires and a group of vampire hunters nearby, both of which would cause him issues because he is in fact a closeted vampire. I had a few options on how to proceed, but you know me, I chose to kill everybody and go about my day. The information I killed for was exactly who was behind the Order of the Black Worm. A necromancer called Manny Marco has returned, and this man is basically public enemy number one for the guild. The onslaught had already begun though, because the Order took siege to the guild hall in Bruma, completely destroying it and killing all but Jaskar, who was hiding with invisibility.
He said something about Echo Cave and destroying the Mages Guild. Then he looked right at me and grinned.
The news of Manimarco's return severed the guild's council by causing them to take away special artifacts to make sure he couldn't get his hands on them. I reward you with the rank of wizard. You're a wizard, Harry. I made that joke already, not expecting to have wizard pop up as the next one, but we're now a wizard in the Mages Guild, and there might not be a Mages Guild for very much longer anyways, so I went out to retrieve and return both items to the Archmage, but I wasn't gonna get them back without a fight. Flame Astronaut got thick as hell for some reason. Wait, why the hell is there a Clanfear run in here? Why are there multiple Clanfear runs in here? And a Scamp? Is there an Oblivion gate inside here? What in the figgity hell was that? Okay, that's all well and good. What the hell was that big ass thing down here? Because it looked huge. What? Oh, it's stuck in the wall? Huh. I'm not one to make fun of a good thing. I'm getting the fuck out of here. Oh, son of a bitch, there's more. Cool. What the f are you? Oh my god, what is that? We have giant alligator men. There's the friggin' Contessa from Sly Cooper. I don't remember those creatures at all.
I don't answer to Traven. I heed only the word of Manimarco.
Oh, cool. I should have expected that she was gonna be the bad guy. Alright, well, since you wanna freeze me, basically. Let me switch my weapon. That's pretty cool, actually. With the artifacts returned to the guild, I moved up one final rank, and the Archmage informed me of his plan to get rid of Manimarco, and it was insane. I was sent to the Silorn Ayleid ruins to join our battle mages and ambush Falcar, who you may or may not remember was the guy that sent me on the mission to find the 150 weight ring earlier. Oh, Falcar, you bitch. You ain't making it out of this alive. Yeah, rest in piss, buddy. I got that. We got to get out of here. That worked like a charm. You guys did great. Great job, soldiers. I thought you said we were going to be heavily outnumbered. There were 2 people.
Then hear me, and hear me well. Manimarco will have what he seeks, but it will be his undoing at your hands. With this gem in your possession, you will be impervious to his attempts to enthrall you. When he fails, that is when you shall strike. I have full confidence in you, and so I leave the guild in your care.
Whoa.
When I am gone, you will be recognized as Archmage and leader of the guild.
That's pretty sick.
Lead your fellow mages and lead them well. The future rests on your shoulders. Farewell, my friend.
Farewell. Damn. I took down Manimarco's entire crew of necromancers before meeting him at the end of his cavern and saving the guild for good.
I see Bolor was unsuccessful in delaying you. Very well. I shall reanimate him once we are done here.
Shock his ass to death. He's almost done. You're not making it out of here, buddy. I have killed the King of Worms. Archmage of the Mages Guild. I thought the trophy would pop after he said congratulations, Archmage, but it didn't. But hey, since I'm the Archmage, I can go up here and explore my quarters, because now I actually have a home. Now that the Mages Guild was in good hands, it was high time I took my skills as a stone-cold killer to the Dark Brotherhood. A quick visit from Lucian officially put me into the group, and it was time for me to make my way to the Black Door in Shadenhall. Murderer, Dark Brotherhood, we have started the quest line to appease the Night Mother and sleaze our blade through the flesh of unsuspecting dickheads. What is the color of night? Sanguine, my brother. Every mission with the Dark Brotherhood is essentially not tied to anything else. The guild gets a contract from one person to take another person out, and once it's done, we don't have to worry about it anymore. But with a guild as dark and twisted as this one, things are always bound to go wrong. The contracts for the most part are pretty quick and painless, and because of that, I shot up the ranks pretty quickly, taking out targets like this boat captain or this fella just chilling in his comfy chair to end the night. I made quick work of these contracts until I came to one where I would make good on a promise I made at the very beginning of the game and the very beginning of this video. I'm gonna revisit this dungeon, this prison, this cell, just to pick that lock and shove a sword so far up your ass. Yep.
As always, you fail to disappoint me.
A dark elf named Valen Dreth.
He thinks he's safe in prison. He is tragically mistaken.
Hold on.
A prisoner recently escaped from the prison using a set of secret tunnels connected to the Imperial City's sewer system.
I was that prisoner.
It's a perfect way inside.
I get to
Just
kill that
outside
son
the
of a
Imperial
bitch.
prison.
I am so excited. This is the payoff I've been waiting for all game. I could honestly stop playing the game after this, and I'd be happy as a pig in shit, because I get to stab this stupid shit-talking elf from the beginning of the game right in the mouth. Ha ha ha! Eliminator of the Dark Brotherhood. And I got... I got the well key, finally. Cool. I then proceeded to breeze through the rest of the quests, claiming the assassin rank before the aforementioned twist came into play and turned the entire guild upside down. Eliminator, you have served the Dark Brotherhood well in the short time you have been with us. Indeed, you must proceed with all haste to my private refuge in the ruins of Fort Farragut. When you arrive, we will discuss the nature of your special assignment. There are unseen powers working to unravel the very fabric of the Dark Brotherhood. My meeting with Lucian was about as crazy as you could imagine, dungeon, he believed someone has infiltrated the guild and tells me to go back there and kill every single person around because no one can be trusted other than me since I'm brand new. I returned and did as I was told, eliminating every assassin I'd met along this brief journey before finding out that I'll now be taking direct orders from him and the Black Hand, which is basically the mysterious group that leads the guild. Once Lucian upped my rank again, I not only got a trophy, but I got the best prize of all, a beautiful new friend. Where's my horse? Ha 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 ha! There you are, Shadowmere, you fucking beauty. Oh, I'm so excited to get Shadowmere. And Shadowmere's like invincible, so that's cool. I located and completed the contracts hidden in the first 2 dead drops and continued taking on jobs like it was nothing, but it was not nothing at all. It turns out after the first dead drop contracts, everyone I carried out afterwards was left by someone other than Lucian, and I was actually annihilating the Black Hand one by one. After taking out a few of them, Lucian cornered me, and it seemed like my time had finally run out.
Sithis, what have you done? What madness has claimed you? You have betrayed me. You have betrayed the Dark Brotherhood.
No, I haven't.
Why?
No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Your first dead drop contract. You carried that out. Killed Celadon. After that,
Okay.
you eliminated the Draconis family, as ordered then. Betrayal. The traitor somehow switched your orders and has been sending you to the wrong dead drops. You and I have been deceived.
So I waited at the next dead drop to find who was leaving these false messages, and the guy instantly confessed to a man living in the lighthouse being the one behind it all. Upon entering the lighthouse, it was instantly clear that whoever we were dealing with was batshit crazy. Mother's head. Traitor's diary. It's all right, Mother. It's almost over. I'm close, so very close. How long have we struggled? How long have we waited? Too long, I know, but it's almost over. I promise. Kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him. I'm not going through and reading all that, but kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him.
Silencer, at last you've arrived.
Hello.
Fear not, for the crisis that has threatened the Dark Brotherhood has finally come to an end.
What?
I am Arquin, speaker for the Black Hand. As you can see, we have
No.
given the betrayer Lucian the chance. No longer will you serve as his puppet.
He's not the betrayer, you
Seize the
idiot.
chance.
Holy
Seize
shit,
the
I just
chance
noticed
to
his
place
body.
on the Black Hand.
Oh my god.
Welcome.
They mutilated the hell out of him. Now I'm the speaker of the Dark Brotherhood, and Lucian was not the bad guy. I went with the remaining Black Hand members to Breville, where the Night Mother's tomb is actually located under a statue, and inside, the real traitor revealed himself.
Enough. Enough of this. You will all suffer for the pain you have caused me.
There it
I will
is.
destroy your Night Mother, and the Dark Brotherhood will fall.
Oh shit. Oh my
The
god.
traitor still lives. It is Matthew Bellamont. Do not let him harm the Night Mother. Kill him.
Okay. He's dead, unfortunately. I am now the listener of the Dark Brotherhood. I reveled in their slaughter. By this point, I had ripped through 3 out of the 5 guilds, and my options were to either go to another one of my favorites in the Thieves Guild, or do the Fighters Guild, which is pretty easily the worst to me. It just feels like you're constantly running in circles with this guild because you have to travel between 3 different cities over and over. Something about going from point A to C to B, back to A, and on and on and on annoys me to no end. The quests themselves were actually pretty enjoyable, so that kind of made up for it, but not entirely. Like the first mission, for example, based on the name A Rat Problem, you assume this lady has rats and you have to play exterminator. Turns out when you get there, you find out that the rats are actually her pets and that there are mountain lions in her basement killing them. Eventually we found out that another lady in town hates the fact that the rats are her neighbor's pets and is trying to lure them away with meat, but it's allowing mountain lions to come in. Once I completed the second job, that's when the bouncing around began, as I got sent to Shadenhall to clear out a cave and then got transferred once again. I name you Journeyman of the Fighters Guild. Thanks, dude. Another one. And now I have to go to Coral. Why can't I just stay in one spot? I met Modron in Coral, and even though things stayed slow for a bit, he's probably the most important person in this guild's storyline. He sent me to find a fella in the guild called Maglir to figure out why he defaulted on a recent job, and it turns out he did this because he wasn't being paid enough. Talk about an angry elf. I finished his quest and snitched that he bailed because I'm a good little lizard and kept it moving. For a long time, the Fighters Guild was the only one of its kind in Cyrodiil, but recently a new group called the Blackwood Company has rolled into Leyawiin and is taking jobs from the guild left and right. Something is very off about this group, and it's up to me to find out.
Those sons of
Bitches.
Never mind.
Thank you.
You've done well.
Yeah, I get to advance
Because of
again.
your efforts, you have achieved the
rank of
Coxman
Coxman.
of the Fighters Guild.
I am a swordsman of the Fighters Guild.
I don't have
What do I
anything
have
for,
to do
but I'm
next?
sure ready.
Wait, talk to
I
who?
don't have anything for
Oh,
you.
okay, I've gotta go to one of the other towns that these friggin' guilds are in again, because I can't stay in one place. That works for me. I mean, Protector seems basically like what I just did, considering I was really nice and paid her debts, so we'll take it. For a bit, I was back to bouncing around because of course I was, but once we got back on track, things finally started to pick up. You see, the lady that runs the guild in Coral is called Velena Dawn, and she has two sons that are also members of the guild, or at least she did until one of them was killed on a recent mission. At this point, Modron was tasked with keeping her younger son, Varanus, alive, but the kid was a square. A handsome square, but a square nonetheless. Modron decided it would be wise to take him with me on an expedition, and luckily for me, this dude couldn't actually be killed because he got dropped several times in this cave, but they weren't all his fault. How about you stay here? Go ahead, stand behind this chest. You stay right there. Son of a bitch. Magler defaulted on another job and I got sent to him again, but this time he reveals that he's left the guild to join the Blackwood Company and they pay him super well. I will say, as much as I don't care for this guild, I had a lot of fun doing some of these missions because there were moments like this where I got sent to get some imp gall and ended up discovering one of the funniest status effects on these little shits. Oh my god. This is just obliterating them, just making them hang. That's crazy. You boys are smart. You'll see what I did to your friends and run the fuck away. I don't even care that's about to deplete. This was well worth it. This is hilarious how it's just killing them. I did not expect that to leave them floating in the air like that. That's so funny. Henceforth, you will carry the rank of Defender. Bear the title proudly. Defender, Fighters Guild. I will bear it proudly. Meet me at my house after sundown. Hey, yo! The mercs at the Blackwood Company kept getting stronger and stronger, proving to be a ruthless enemy to the guild, but also without a clear moral compass. I went a bit rogue with Modron to see if we could uncover some enemy secrets, and we did just that. The contract the guild took on when Vitelis Daunton died was to recover a unique two-handed blade called Sinweaver, which was being held by a Redguard Nightblade called Azani Blackheart. As it turns out, the guild was ambushed by the Blackwood Company, who supposedly killed Blackheart and took Sinweaver, but as we dove deeper into the Ayleid ruins of Atar Tar, his happy ass was alive and well. Oh, here's the guy.
That the best you can do?
Where the hell's he at? That was weird. Bangarang. Oh. Oh, that was Modon's. My fault. I'm gonna take Blackheart's ring.
Your accomplishments
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'd like to be advanced for what we just did.
I bestow upon you the rank of Warder of the Fighters Guild.
Thank you, sir.
Farewell.
Warder of the Fighters Guild. I feel like we only got maybe one or two more advancements left to get. We're just about done with this quest line.
Fight alive.
Oh, Trav, you poor, optimistic son of a bitch. While I was technically right, there were only a few ranks left for me to achieve in the guild, I moved up again and went on a quest that would change everything.
I've got another job for you. It's a sensitive one. I need you to find Varanus Daunton.
Where the hell did he go? What? Why would you send him on a job? I can't understand why you would send the kid whose brother died, whose mother is the guild master and is afraid to send her kid on a friggin' quest. Why would you send him to clear out a cave filled with trolls or whatever else might be in here when there are way more capable people in the guild, like me? I'm coming to get a contract anyways. Instead of sending the dumbass who could set a spiral off if he dies, call me. I'll do it. If you guessed that Varanus was dead, you'd be right. The guy was killed by the Blackwood Company, much like his brother. What did that mean for me exactly? Well, it shouldn't have meant anything considering I didn't send him on the mission, but naturally I was wrong, and instead of being rewarded for my continued excellency, this happened.
I've got news for you. Velena wasn't happy when she heard about Varanus.
Yep, she
No
expelled
shock
Orion.
there.
Yep.
She expelled Orion from the guild.
Orion
It's a
got
damn
kicked
shame.
out. That's what I figured.
And you've been demoted to the rank of defender.
What?
Hell, even I don't think you deserve that. But it is what it is. Move on.
Why was I demoted? I eventually did get myself back to the rank I should have advanced to before my demotion, becoming the champion of the Fighters Guild before doing the only thing I could possibly have left to do, infiltrate the Blackwood Company and destroy it from within. Upon joining their ranks, I discovered that these dudes do copious amounts of drugs stemming from a history they brought from the Black Marsh a while back. The drug causes a lapse in memory of everyone that takes it and basically destroys any inhibitions someone might have, leading them to be a ruthless gang of murderers. I went back to take out the mercs, but they were onto me, and it was time for a massive brawl with the Blackwood Company, one which I was completely alone to deal with, I think.
Fighters Guild spy, traitor. Your life is forfeit.
Well, that's not good. Guards? 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 Are there guards anywhere? Anybody? Hello? Hello? Guard! Yes, you there. I need help. I'm being attacked. See that? They're coming for me. Help me out. Guard? Guard? Guard! Well, who's next? Oh, f me.
You violated the law.
Oh, he's just chilling in here. Shit. Oh, it really depleted right then. Are you shitting me? Blade of Woe, come on. Don't let him heal. Don't let him heal. Okay. Rizikar is dead. With the mercs all taken care of, I destroyed the Hiss tree, pumping out the drug, and returned to the guild hall in Shadenhall.
What is it you want? You were told to stay out of my sight. I'll assume you're here to tender a resignation.
Not exactly.
You've done what? I had no idea
Yeah.
it got so bad.
Uh-huh, yeah.
How is it you accomplished all of this?
Because I'm a fucking hard ass.
Because of your actions, I am hereby stripping you of your rank of champion.
Wow.
You were reckless, foolhardy, and dangerous to yourself and the guild. They were also brave and necessary. Because of this, I am hereby naming you Master of the Fighters Guild, effective immediately.
I was about to
The
be
guild has passed
so
me by.
pissed
You are
if I had to
its
do more stuff. Thank you. I wish you wouldn't have said it like that, but I am now the master of the Fighters Guild. And we are going to run shit. Okay?
You can see how good my painting is.
Look at behind him. He was not lying. His painting is magnificent. That's me, kinda, I think. And that's the lizard guy that killed himself. This should be in a museum. Ah, fuck, I forgot I was in first person. Finally, after completing the Fighters Guild, I could begin building my fortune as a member of the Thieves Guild. The guild is led by the mysterious Grey Fox, a man many believe to be more legend than reality, a Robin Hood type figure to all of the poor people of the Empire, and public enemy number 1 to the guards and Hieronymus Lex. Once I stole the diary of Amantius Electus and returned to Armand Christophe, I was initiated into the guild and learned their 3 tenets.
He has 3 rules you must follow.
Okay. Pickpocket. Thieves Guild. We're officially in. Let's hear the 3 rules.
First, never steal from another member of the guild. Second, never kill anyone on the job. This is not the Dark Brotherhood. Animals and monsters can be slain if necessary. Third, don't steal from the poor. The peasants and beggars are under the personal protection of the Grey Fox, particularly here on the waterfront.
The Thieves Guild is unique in that they don't technically have jobs to do. Their only thing is pretty much to steal shit, make money, and do the bidding of the Grey Fox. The other fun thing is that you're forced to steal and sell the hot inventory to the guild's fences because you won't get stuff to do from the Grey Fox until you've fenced a certain amount of gold. By the end, you'll need to have fenced over 1,000 gold in order to complete every quest, so I decided the best course of action would be to steal and sell as much as possible early, rather than taking time to do it in between quests. I mentioned how the Grey Fox is basically Robin Hood to the poor people of the Empire, specifically in the waterfront, so my first official job, naturally, was to help them. Hieronymus Lex took their tax money and it was my job to get it back, so I broke into the watchtower and, in spite of being seen multiple times, was able to easily finish the job and get back unscathed. Here you go.
The Grey. Can you believe that fool even bothered to collect this paltry sum?
Yeah, it's a piece of trash.
I think it's time to promote you to Footpad.
Footpad.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
On your new guild rank.
I love being a footpad. It's literally my favorite thing to do. Something that isn't unique about the guild, though, is treachery. Just like every other guild, there's someone who isn't cool with being cool and likes to cause problems. This person was Mivrina Arano, who actually is the one giving people invites to the guild to begin with. So I stole the bust from the tomb of Countess Lathassa Indaris, only finding out after doing so that I was basically being used as a dummy to pin the theft on her to get her out of the guild's hair. After a quick mission to recover a stolen ring, I got promoted again, then finally got to make a big move in the guild. Hieronymus Lex was once again causing problems by having his guards all over the waterfront, so our plan was simple. Steal 3 high-value items at the same time to force him to pull his guards away. My item was for sure the easiest steal of my life because my target was, well, I'll let past me tell you. Oh. That's not even gonna be stealing. I run the mage. I run the university. I'm the head mage. I'm the head master. I'm the master of head. Yeah, it's in the Archmage's room. I'm the fucking Archmage. I know where it is. I literally don't even have to do anything. I'm just gonna walk into my own room and steal my own shit. Like, they're gonna make it theft, even though it's mine? It's so insane. Like, it's not even a theft. I live here. All I have to do is leave a note in the nightstand. What am I gonna do? Am I supposed to report this? Like, what do I do here? They, like, don't take into account if you've already done the Mages Guild questline. Like, what's this gonna do? You know what I mean? So my Mages Guild that I absolutely didn't steal from just now is like, hey, we'll clap your fucking cheeks if you don't stop pissing around with this. So that's hardcore. I love my Mages Guild. I think that I instilled some hardness in them. I gave them my hardness.
Daddy, chill.
My first job as the cat burglar was to figure out what happened to the fellow guild member Theranos, who was sent to steal a book by the Grey Fox and never returned. So I went to Skingrad and got myself thrown in jail so I could potentially find the clues of his whereabouts. I didn't find anything because I was a really stupid lizard man who ran out of lockpicks and needed to get more, but then I had an idea. In my many playthroughs of this game, I'd come across all different types of items through various means, and running out of lockpicks reminded me that there was one item that would ensure I'd never need to do that again: the skeleton key. I made my way to the Shrine of Nocturnal outside of Leowyn and took on the challenge of returning her eye, which ended up being hidden in a cave filled with trolls and other monsters by a couple of grubby Argonians. With the eye in hand, I returned and got my gift and used it as much as possible for the rest of the playthrough. Back in the jail, I found a secret area where a vampire known as the Pale Lady has been abducting and killing prisoners and retrieved the book for the guild. It was now time to make sure Hieronymus Lex couldn't bother the guild any longer. After our last success against him at the waterfront, it was discovered that he was a candidate to become the new captain of the Garden Anvil, and that would be our one-way ticket away from the Lex Express. I found the list of candidates, had the list forged to have him at the top spot, and then hand-delivered it to the Countess in Anvil, and he was finally off our backs, and the cherry on top was I got to deliver the message to him too.
I've been reassigned. This is outrageous. The Grey Fox had a hand in this. I know it. I am bound by duty and honor to obey this order. After all these years, he's finally won.
Finally ridding him of Lex brought me to the table of the Grey Fox, and his next few jobs were basically fetch quests, but they were for a huge reason that we weren't allowed to know just yet. He first sent me to retrieve the Sevilla's Stone at the Temple of Ancestral Moths, which is a cult, for anyone thinking, wow, that sounds like a cult. Oh, and they're also all blind. Who is that?
He was here a second ago. He was here a second ago.
He was here a second ago. He was here a second ago. He was here a second ago. Oh no. Oh, that's so bad, bro. Then he sent me to sneak into the castle of Fathus Aaron in Breville for an arrow of extrication, but the arrow wasn't complete, which was a bit of a surprise, but didn't stop us from moving forward. I wish I knew what it was you were doing.
Reward. I'm also promoting you to Master Thief.
Master Thief.
Fathus Ools.
Okay.
The Imperial City will be your new fence.
Beautiful. I shouldn't need another fence, but being a Master Thief is good enough for me. Let's leave and see what it says our next total to sell is going to be. At least 800 gold. Wow, I fenced over at least 800 gold. I wonder when that happened. The final piece of the puzzle was a pair of boots, but not just any pair of boots. These boots were worn by a man called Spring-Heel Jack, a master thief from 300 years ago, and these things were insane, fortifying my acrobatic skill by 50 points, which basically meant I could jump like Jordan and would take significantly less fall damage than normal. The final heist, or the ultimate heist as the Grey Fox calls it, was to break into the Imperial Palace and steal the Elder Scroll for ourselves. Well, this might be stupid, but it said I can't take fall damage. Oh, God. Huh. This was easily the most challenging mission I'd gone on so far in the game. I snuck into the basement of the palace and activated the Sands of Time, which somehow unlocked a door that would lead me to a hidden Ayleid ruin, where I finally understood the use of the broken arrow that I was sent to get. Oh, perfect. Okay, so I stand on this. Wow. So I just have to shoot that arrow into that there hole. Go into first person for this. Balls. Got it. To the Imperial Guard quarters. Can I go back? Can I please go back? Shit. We're gonna be as quiet as a church mouse. Make sure it's late. It's about 11 o'clock. Let's drop down in. Okay. We're off to a much better start. See, this is what this mission was meant to be, not what I did. Okay, there we go. Now I just wait. Yep, and don't say a single word.
Celia Cameron, I present to you the Elder Scroll you requested. Welcome to this holy library.
Oh my God. What does any of this mean?
The numbers, Mason. What do they mean?
I have the Elder Scroll. This is the treasure of the century. My name shall be known across Tamriel for this theft. Now to get it back to the Grey Fox. The way back is blocked. I'll have to go upstairs to find a way out. Even though they are blind, these monks will not be easy to sneak past. Nice and easy. Nice and quiet. Thought it said they wouldn't be easy to sneak past. The Grey Fox sent me to deliver a ring to the Countess of Anvil, and once I did, this happened.
By the power of the Elder Scrolls, I name Emer Deriloth as the true thief of Nocturnal's cow.
You're the Grey Fox? I've been betrayed.
10 years ago, I inherited this cowl from the former guild master of the Thieves Guild. I became the new guild master, but I also received its curse.
Okay. Okay. I am now the Grey Fox, the guild master of the Thieves Guild. Let's put on the cowl. Let's put it on. Let's wear it. It looks funky as hell on an Argonian head, but I love it.
You're wanted dead or alive, Grey Fox.
I figured that was gonna happen. I'm gonna undo that, but I just wanted to see how it would go. With the guilds finally taken care of, I had a few options of where I could go next. I could finish the story, get the platinum trophy, and be done, or I could keep this journey going, and I really didn't want it to end yet. Oblivion has 2 DLC quest lines, the Knights of the Nine and the Shivering Isles. Unfortunately, the Knights of the Nine wasn't given any trophies, but I simply did not care because the armor of the Divine Crusader is easily my favorite in the game. I quickly made my way to Anvil, where I met this prophet outside of the chapel, and he told me to take a pilgrimage to the shrines of the 9 divines, so I did just that. After going to each and interacting with them, I was sent a vision from the Divine Crusader, Pellinol Whitestrake himself.
Your prayers have woken me from my endless dream. Or perhaps you have entered my dream, and I still sleep. Has Umaril the Accursed found a way back? The foulest of a foul race. 1,000 curses upon his unholy name. If you would seek for my relics, I know little that can help you. All that has passed since my death is like mists that my mind cannot take hold of.
Using the information given to me by the Divine Crusader, I made my way to the Priory of the 9, retrieved the helmet of the Crusader, and met the fellow knights who followed him in life, besting each of them in battle before they would tell me where I could find the missing relics. The relics are spread all over the Empire, and each of them has some kind of magical boost that makes completing the set really worthwhile. Unfortunately, I made the mistake of going for the gauntlets first, so I got the only piece of the set with a negative impact on my stats. The gauntlets belonged to Sir Casimir, one of the knights who ended up losing his way after the order had broken down, leading to him and his family for generations onward being cursed. test. In order to retrieve the gauntlets, I had to rid his descendant Kellen of the curse and take it on for myself. The curse essentially ruins your stamina and makes it really important that you don't try to overexert yourself, or stuff like this will happen. Oh. Oh, wow. So if I run... Wow. Okay. I made it to the Shrine of Kynareth, where the boots were, but in order to get them, I had to pass a test. I shall wait. I shall have to wait and see. Well, that rock clearly looks like it's not supposed to be there. Oh. Fuck me. Come on. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh! Okay. That was the right call. Good. Thank you, Forest Guardian. I was thinking about what they said, and I was like, okay, maybe don't kill the thing and hope I don't die? That was perfect. I can't believe that actually worked out. Obtaining the shield was easily the most challenging yet. I had to push my way through a fort with conjurers and monsters, and then I had to solve some puzzles. The first one was really simple. I spun these statues into a new pattern to reveal a hidden door, leading to another room with a much more intricate puzzle. This one took me a little bit to figure out, but once it all clicked, it was easy as pie. Rodgar's sword. That's like a Varlin stone. Okay. Try this one. No. Okay. So that's wrong for that. Oh, helm. Okay, the helmet was here for sure. Perfect. Okay. That's 2. Drop it. Okay, that's all of them. There we go. It's opened up. I've completed the puzzle. Is that the last one? Should be the last one. I hope so. Please don't hurt me. Shield of the Crusader, baby. Let's go. With the boots already on my body, I was able to enter the Chapel of Zenithar and Leowyn and simply walk my happy ass over to grab the mace sitting on the altar. Once I had the mace, though, Umaril began his attack by sending out his Auroran Daedra to attack the chapel and try to remove me from the world. That failed, obviously, and I returned to the Priory, where I was told that Sir Roderick, another knight taking the pilgrimage quest, was killed by a wraith in a nearby cave. That wraith happened to have the Sword of the Divine Crusader, so my next move was to go there, but first you have to see this. What the fuck is that? Is that a Minotaur? It's definitely a Minotaur. Cool. You don't need to exist.
Ooh, that brother's floating in the air. How could his hands do this? Oh, someone get him out the air.
With the sword in hand, I traveled to the chapel in Shadenhall to return it to its former glory and return to the Priory once again. It was there that the prophet who kicked off this entire questline told me that I need to kill Umaril both in the physical realm and in his own, which will be quite the challenge. Oh. Okay. Just lifting the steps for me. Holy shit. You look like this. Oh my god. Keep hitting him. Oh my god. We're freezing him up a little bit. Keep hitting him. Just hit until we run out of charge. Switch to the other staff. Come on, come on, come on. Staff of shock. Come on, quick. Oh my god, he doesn't get hurt by shock damage. No, 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 no. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, that's terrible. Sword of the Crusader. Okay. Whew. What the hell? There's 2 of them. Why is there 2 of this, dude? Excuse me? Oh my god, get up, get up, get up, get up. Oh, this is such bullshit. Why am I fighting 2? Why am I fighting 2 dudes? Okay, one's dead. What is happening? What is happening? Umaril is utterly destroyed. I have completed my holy quest, but I'm dead. No! What? Come on. Come on, kill it. Slice him up. Okay. At least it worked that time. I don't know why that failed the first time. That was crazy. I killed it and it killed me. Like, whatever. Umaril is utterly destroyed. I have completed my holy quest. By this point, I had 13 trophies left to earn, and one DLC held 10 of them, so I made my way back to the middle of Cyrodiil and found the strange door to the Shivering Isles.
Enjoy your stay.
Tourist, Shivering Isles, we are entering into madness now. Oh, I love what they did with the butterflies, man. That looks so good, dude. Passing through those not-so-pearly gates was no small feat, as I had to figure out a way to kill the gatekeeper, a challenge many others had failed before me. As it turned out, I needed a special item to kill this monster, and in order to get it, we needed the bones of his dead brothers. Pretty normal stuff, right? With the bone arrows in hand, I sent it on the big fella, and he went down like a sack of really, really lumpy, sprouty, gross-looking potatoes. Now that the big boy was out of the way, I made my way through the Shivering Isles and came to the throne room of one of the most eccentric characters the Elder Scrolls has ever come up with.
I'm Sheogorath, Prince of Madness, and other things. I'm not talking about them.
Okay. Aspirant of the Shivering Isles. Okay.
The entire reason for the Shivering Isles DLC is that Sheogorath needs a champion to prevent the upcoming Grey March, a recurring event that comes at the end of every era, or roughly every 1,000 years. With that in mind, the quests throughout the Shivering Isles are all revolving around setting up defenses and trying to help Sheogorath figure out a way to succeed in preventing the Grey March from taking place. This man sent me all over his realm to places like the ruins of Xedilian, where I had to restore the Judgment Nexuses, which would allow us to torture any intruders how we see fit. This naturally got a good reaction out of the Mad God and kept me in his good graces for now.
Wonderful!
Time for a celebration. Cheese for everyone.
Wait! Scratch that! Cheese for no one. That can be just as much of a celebration if you don't like cheese, true?
I love cheese.
Run a maze like a good little rat.
I would like
No
cheese,
for
sir.
you yet.
Okay.
Well, maybe a little.
There are two sides to the Shivering Isles governed by Sheogorath's Duke and Duchess. On one side we have Mania, which is the brighter side of the Shivering Isles and home to a number of indigenous animal species that can be truly deadly at times. The other, Dementia, is the darker side of the Shivering Isles and home to the paranoid and dangerous psychopaths, so it's probably best to avoid that side as much as possible. So I went to meet the Duke and Duchess and see what they needed me to take care of. Much like every other faction in the game, there's always somebody behind the scenes trying to do the head honcho dirty, and in this case it was Duchess Syl who had people plotting on her. She's extremely paranoid about someone trying to take her throne, so she sent me alongside her court torturer Herdir, hoping that people would squeal and take out the people going against her. Eventually, the traitors were discovered, and the Duchess was safe for now.
The penalty for this treachery is death, and is to be carried out immediately.
Huh. Push the button. Bang!
I turned my attention to the Duke, who was on drugs. He was suffering from his addiction to Feldu, which is basically LSD, and needed me to retrieve the Chalice of Reversal so that he could instantly end his issues. I eventually found a hidden area where the Chalice resided and had to fight off a group of people off the dew.
Oh my god. Joofy the Brown. That's a name and a half. Guys, I'm an addict too. I'm also addicted. Can we go to, like, FA? Like, can we have, like, an FA meeting instead of F-iting each other? Like, can we? Come on, now, listen. We're all friends here. We're all looking for the same fix. Oh, thank God they have Feldu. Oh, that's the good stuff. Okay, good. Now, give me the Chalice of Reversal so I can get out of here. I was gonna say, I don't know what those are, but cool, thanks. Madman of the Shivering Isles.
With Koki and his friends dealt with, the Mad God sent me to relight the flame of Agnon because it would make his people feel safe and stay on his side instead of joining with Jigalag or some shit like that. I had to choose between the Dark Seducers and Golden Saints, the armies of the Duke and Duchess respectively, because even though they're all serving Sheogorath at the end of the day, they're still opposites and must combat each other. I ended up rolling with the Saints and fought through Fort Sylar, lighting the flame and saving the day once again.
Okay. And now I'm ablaze with the holy fire. Okay, so now I go and touch the torch because I was set ablaze. Got it. Honored Madman of the Shivering Isles. That's another one off the board.
For the first time in the entire playthrough, we've come to a pair of trophies that are technically missable, but I already knew about them, so I was able to do a quick little save scum and save myself a headache. These trophies are for becoming either the Duke of Mania or Dementia. I figured I'd take the Duchess out first for literally no reason, and then broke into her chambers to find her dead, only to find out she wasn't actually dead and that was a decoy. She apparently made off into the hidden ruins of Zyrthard, so I found the hidden door and speedran my way to her by simply not fighting any of her guards. This worked, and I made my way to confront Lady Syl at the end of her tunnel.
I'll feed on your entrails for dinner.
Well, that's kind of gross. Don't do that. I like her weapon, though. She's dead. Nerve Shatter. I just want to look at it. I'm over encumbered. I'm not going to hold on to it, but... Whoo! I will take your heart, Syl. Thank you so much for your patronage. Now, I'm gonna get out of here.
I placed her heart into the ritual altar and officially became the Duke of Dementia, where we found out that the two bickering sides were a bit closer than we'd been allowed to know.
And the Demented welcome you with open arms. Thank you.
I now declare you to be
Duke of Dementia of the Shivering Isles.
May your wrath and anger be your guide.
Thank you so much.
Wait, I must speak. Halt, cease, desist. Syl is dead. This can't be right. Is this right? What have you done?
This actually causes Théodon to leave Sheogorath and side with Jiggalag, and Lord Shay just lets it happen because it's never happened before, and he's super intrigued by this new development.
Duke Dementia, Shivering Isles.
Reloading my save, I switched sides and killed Théodon instead. This time the job was much simpler. I had to sneak into a hidden chamber, steal some drugs, then roofie the poor little guy, exploding his tiny little heart in an instant.
Oh my, yes, I feel especially delighted this evening. Perhaps it's time I recited my latest soliloquy.
Oh, good.
The lady fair, our love is told, with a hair as fine as soft-spun gold, lips as red as sun-drenched dawn,
skin as soft as a newborn fawn. I didn't know I was listening to Dr. Seuss.
What? My heart can't breathe. Help me.
Well, that's tragically sad. Collect as much of his tainted blood as possible. These people are going to be pissed that I'm about to do this. Huh. Got anything else I can take? The Diadem of Euphoria. I'm going to take that. Cannot believe they didn't react to me picking that off of him at all.
Now with him dead, the same stuff happened, but obviously Syl was the one defecting to join Jiggalag. The Grey March has officially begun as Jiggallag's forces took over the Fringe, and I joined up with the Golden Saints to fight them back, before heading underground inside the ruins of Zetafen, in search of some way to destroy the Spire and free the Fringe. Unfortunately for me, my brain decided to shut off for a bit, and this took significantly longer than it should have.
Oh, baby, okay. Take out the knights and go from there. Holy crap, that's a lot of them. Staff. There we go, finally. You don't have any Hearts of Order. Oh, okay. Drop a third one in there and see what happens. Okay, that didn't do what I was hoping. Okay, 3 was, okay, perfect. We need to get out of here, bro. We need to run, Sheldon.
Run, bitch! Run!
Well, Sheldon's unconscious. Sheldon's resting in peace. Sorry, dude.
I ran like a bat out of hell to escape the collapsing ruins, and upon making it out, had a bit of an epiphany about the Mad God and what would come next.
Sheogorath probably plans to run away, because that seems like what he would do. I don't know if you know this about the man. It's a lot of bark and a little bite. I haven't seen him mutilate anyone the way he claims that he loves to mutilate. So, I'm just saying, I've done more killing than he has, and I'm a good dude. I'm the Divine Crusader, damn it.
His first order of business was actually rebuilding the Gatekeeper, which was actually a lot easier than I expected. I talked to the Gatekeeper's mom, and she was simply not happy to see the guy that struck down her sweet baby boy, but didn't seem to hold too much of a grudge. I retrieved a couple things for her, and even got to play Legos with her son's monster body parts to make the best version of it possible.
I want to watch him just murk these things real quick. Imagine it died. Imagine they killed it, dude. How insane would that be? I went through all this trouble just for it to get clapped up. We should have placed bets. This thing sucks. Okay, here we go. Don't worry, I'll help, because you're really bad at your job. You're welcome, son. That's my child now. Alright, my boy succeeded with a little help from his father. I did the thing, Shay Shay. Regent, Shivering Isles.
Finally back in Shay Shay's throne room, he let us in on a little secret that might just be the biggest plot twist in the entire game.
Because he is me. I'm him. We're a bit of each other, really. I won't be here when he arrives because I'll be him. Happens every time. The Grey March starts, order appears, and I become Jiggalag and wipe out my whole realm.
After leaving the palace, we find out that Syl has officially followed through on her threats and allowed her new army into Pinnacle Rock to destroy her former Dark Seducers. I quickly destroyed our enemies and was gifted potentially the greatest set of armor a lusty Argonian boy could possibly own.
Defender of the Shivering Isles, that I am. There is very little left to do now. I need to see the Dark Seducer armor. Oh, shit. I look so fucked up. I appreciate the sentiment, but I will not be wearing that.
Time is an artificial construct, an arbitrary system based on the idea that events occur in a linear direction.
I don't need an existential crisis right now, Sheogorath.
As I feared it would. My plan has failed. The Grey March is upon us. And I must go. Soon you and everyone else will be dead. And I will be left a mad god. Ruler of a dead realm. Again.
Jeez Louise, buddy.
Sheogorath is dead!
Dude, this is so good.
All shall crumble before
Wow.
Now that Jiggalag had officially returned, I needed to rebuild the staff of Sheogorath if we were going to have any chance at defeating him. I made my way to Daius, who was once Jiggalag's chamberlain, but Sheogorath destroyed everything except for him, and chose to prevent others from locating him and using his knowledge with ill intent by imprisoning him. He created a new staff for me, but it didn't have the same magical essence of the original, so I had to retrieve it by myself by going to the Howling Halls and obtaining the Eye of Sirta. I then hightailed it over to Milchar, looking to retrieve a branch from the Tree of Shades inside the Grove of Reflection, where I had to kill myself?
Standing stone won't activate. Maybe I have to kill this thing first. Oh. That's me. Do I have to kill me? Oh my god. Oh, holy shit dicks. I summoned an Atronach. I might die to myself. Hold up. Okay, the Atronach is dead. Greater Staff of Ice Storm. Heal again real quick. Come on, me. Accept defeat. After I approached the Grove of Reflection, a shadowy image of myself appeared from the waters of the grove and attacked me. I defeated it, and now the Tree of Shades is beckoning to me. There we go. Activate. I have both items that I need to recreate the staff. Alright, let's get out of here.
With both items in hand, I had Daius recreate the staff and went to sit on my throne as the Mad God himself, but of course it was never going to be that easy. Jiggalag had poisoned the fountain by fouling the pools of mania and dementia below the fountain, so I needed to destroy the crystals down there and destroy his army, including Syl.
You're literally siding with the same guy against the guy that you're saying was a bad guy. You're literally fighting with the same dude. Gotta admit, you were more fun to kill the first time.
Now that I had my staff in hand, it was time to take on Jiggalag and stop the Grey March once and for all.
Oh. Here he comes. Holy shit, he looks crazy. Oh my god. Oh my god, he looks insane. I completely forgot what he looked like as Jiggalag. Oh, my entire army is gone right now. Where's my other summon? Hold on.
This ends as it always does. Order shall reign.
I thought he killed her already. I was like, damn, that sucks. It helps, though. Come on, we're almost there. Wait, can it not come in here?
The Grey March.
It can't hit me. Oh, shit. Damn it. Why did I talk? Alright, switch to the other weapon here. Switch to the one we want to use. Jigalag dies for the first time ever. Mad God of the Shivering Isles, we have thwarted the enemy and broken the cycle. Jigalag has spoken to me and told me the Grey March has ended and the forces of order have retreated. Haskell will likely know how I should proceed. Haskell, my boy! My boy, we did it! Wow, all of our guards are dead, but my boy, we did it! Everyone we cared about is gone! But it's fine, because we did it! And now, I look goofy as hell. But, I sit on my throne and look out on a peaceful universe. This is boring. Okay, time to go.
If you remember earlier in the video, I said, each gate entering to Oblivion can be closed by removing the sigil stone located at the top of the keep in the main tower of the gate. Unfortunately, that's a lot easier said than done for now, but we'll come back to that later. Well, later is now, and we're back recruiting allies to help save Bruma from the incoming attack. I'm many things in life. A gamer, of course, a dad, husband, but something else I am is a grumpy SOB late at night when I get tired, and by this point in the stream, we were nearly 6 hours deep as I started closing the rest of these Oblivion gates. After closing one or two, the grumpy old man in me began to come out, but then I had an idea. Not to start spamming callbacks, but I mentioned the Boots of Spring Heel Jack earlier during the Thieves Guild questline, and I kept those on me at all times because you never know when you'll need to abuse the good old Oblivion jumping mechanics. With that in mind, it was time to speed run the rest of the Oblivion gates.
Alright, I'm gonna time myself from the second I walk into this gate to see how long it takes me to complete it. So let me get a stopwatch ready on my phone. 3, 2, 1, go. Let's see how long this takes. I'm very curious how quickly I can pull this off. If it's something goofy that I might not be able to finagle, then we'll see, but okay. The tower portal. Nah, balls. Went the wrong way. Did not expect that. Cost me a couple seconds. It's fine. Oh, holy shit, there are a lot of guys in here. So many Daedra. Wait, did it just... That was weird. Weird. Oh. Wow, I'm here already. Holy shit. Let my stam regen real quick. Run. Grab it. One minute and 53 seconds. I didn't hit a single enemy, and I cleared it in 1 minute and 53 seconds. I've officially broken the Oblivion gates, and I love it so much.
Now that the gates were broken, it was time to push the story forward and bring the armor of Tiber Septim to Martin. Sancprator was used as the tomb for Tiber Septim and also unexpectedly housed the ghosts of his former blades. Killing them in their skeleton forms released their ghostly versions, which was enough to destroy the barrier preventing me from reaching Septim's armor. Martin sent me on a quest to retrieve the Great Welkin Stone next, shipping me off to the Ayleid ruins of Miskarkand. These ruins were pretty similar to the others, with the main difference being obviously the presence of this great stone and the fact that they had their own king in the form of a lich for me to destroy. We needed one final item to open the portal to Mankar Cameron's paradise, a great sigil stone. The problem is there's only one way to get that, and that's by closing the Great Oblivion Gate. This means only one thing: a great battle was ahead.
Soldiers of Cyrodiil, the Empire will stand or fall by what we do here today. Will we let the Daedric do to Bruma what they did to Kvatch? Will we let them burn our homes? Will we let them kill our families? No! We make our stand here, today, for the whole of Cyrodiil. We must hold fast until the hero of Kvatch can destroy their great gate. We must kill whatever comes out of that gate. Soldiers of Cyrodiil, do you stand with me?
Huzzah! Oh my god, the spiders and everything, dude. Here we go. Oh shit. Who is that guy? Oh my god. That's like a Daedric prince or something. He looks crazy. Keep fighting. Gotta keep fighting. I should probably heal. I should probably take some potions and heal real quick. That would be really smart considering I'm surprisingly gonna die. Holy shit, boys. Holy shit. There's the Great Gate. Okay, I need to go. Run. Run, run, run. Oh, buddy, here we go.
Knowing time was of the essence, I sprinted and jumped my way through this great gate, ensuring that at least for now, Cyrodiil was safe.
There's a whole bunch of them, and they're coming. Just grab it and go. Grab it and go. Grab it and go. Grab it and go. Grab it and run. Drop. I did it. We just ran right through that. We sprinted and ran through it to get where we needed to go. We've destroyed the Great Gate and gotten the Great Sigil Stone. The Battle of Bruma is won by the good guys.
Though I was no stranger to the challenges that laid ahead, I was definitely nervous going into Mankar Cameron's Paradise, but I had to remind myself just who I was. I had become the man of many names that I set out to be at the start of the game and the start of this video. I entered the portal, pushed my way through his Daedric prison, and came face to face with the leader of the Mythic Dawn.
I have waited a long time for you, champion of old Tamriel. You came for the amulet? Take it then.
Oh shit. Okay, he's not even pissing around. I did it. Oh my god, I did it. Take the Amulet of Kings. Take his robe. I did the thing. I killed Mankar Cameron. Upon his death, the paradise he created dissolved around me, and I found myself back in Cloud Ruler Temple with the Amulet of Kings in my hand. I must give the amulet to Martin. Martin, you look just like your father.
You found a way back.
Mankar Cameron is dead.
You did it. You defeated him. Then you have it. You have the Amulet of Kings.
That I do, my friend. This shot is insane.
I didn't really need the amulet to tell me that. I've known it was true since you first told me back in Kvatch.
Now that Martin had the Amulet of Kings, it was time for our boy to officially be crowned Emperor and relight the dragon fires to prevent Mehrunes Dagon from invading our realm, but we failed.
Oh no! Where's he at? Oh my god! Look how crazy he looks. Okay. I'll get you there. Let's go. Let's just, you know, run under his leggies. Oh. I touched the spike. And I died for it. Run. Okay, I entered the temple, assuming that means he's going to be right behind me. Perfect. Oh, man, we did it.
I do what I must do. Farewell. You've been a good friend in the short time that I've known you.
Oh,
But now I
man.
must go. The dragon waits.
Huh. Oh my god, dude. Bro, they crushed that. That looked so good.
The amulet is shattered. Dagon is defeated. With the dragon's blood and the amulet of kings, we have sealed the gates of Oblivion forever. The last of the Septims passes now into history. I go gladly, for I know my sacrifice is not in vain. I take my place with my
I
father
did it, man.
and my
We did it.
father's fathers.
Oh,
The
man.
third age has ended, and a new age dawns.
I am
When the next
really
Elder Scroll is written,
overcome with emotion right now.
the shape of the future.
I'm so happy right now. That little 10-year-old me is just screeching inside right now. I'm so happy they made this game, man. I think like this is like the most excited I've been for a platinum, but also like the least I've like gotten loud. You know, it's 2:30 in the morning. My wife and my kid are asleep. We've been streaming for 8 hours. 7 hours and 57 minutes looking right now. I have officially gotten the first ever platinum trophy on a game that I have played on at least 4 different consoles over 3 generations of video games. Thank you so much for being here with me. Okay. I think that's going to do it. If you've made it to this point in the video, like it, subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. Really, I do.